good afternoon, or good evening, depending upon from whichever part of the world you're joining us from. Welcome back to Sports Today's morning update, and like always, in this live session, I'm going to be taking you through the key sporting headlines that have been doing the rounds on different social media platforms and on different newspapers. So lots of things have happened. We're getting closer to a very big test series, and whenever that's been the case over the year, every time whenever we are getting closer and closer to the series, there are reports that are doing the rounds. There are things that are happening. Lots of things keep on happening. Small things keep on changing. And one thing that happened last night, we broke it on Sports Today. I hope you would have seen that. That is something that's been doing the rounds. That has become the headlines as of today, because it was something that it was a development that took place late in the night yesterday, and that is that Hershit Rana has been added in the Indian Test squad. The Test squad that already had 18 members in it now has 19 members, because Hershit Rana has been added into India's squad as a backup. So what it has been clearly said that he has been added as a backup, and he will be part of that Indian squad. And this seems to be a little odd, because now the Indian team has seven fast bowling options. We all have seen Anshul Kamboj, who had a terrific run in the India Ace series that happened in England against the England Lions. He looked really impressive. The reports were doing round over there as well that the Indian team was very keen to have Anshul Kamboj with them. They were very sure that they want him. They just wanted to see him what he does in overseas conditions, specifically in English conditions, and he looked really good, really threatening. He's quick. He swings the ball, and he has been released. He will be released in that sense, and it is Harshit Rana who has been added after the kind of form that he showed in Australia during that long five-match test series. He was good with the ball, but over there it seemed like he's been had added for because different for horses for different courses. That was the thing that the Indian team did over there. You needed a bowler who can hit the deck hard, who is quick off the bar, who likes to use the seam, and that is why you went in with the Harshit Rana. That also, there was a lot of criticism over that as well. But in England, the conditions are completely different. There's not so much bounce. There is swing in the air. You need bowlers who can swing the ball, and Anshul Kamboj was somebody who can do that. You got in an Arshdeep Singh because of that reason, and now you've gone in with a Harshit Rana and the second and Anshul Kamboj. In that sense, is not that. So that was a little. That was in that sense a little odd decision, if I would say put it like that, if it's right to put it like that. But as of now, the Indian team has added him. No clarity on what exactly the reason or the role of him will be. It seems unlikely that he'll be playing a test match, but he's part of the test match as a cover. There's another possibility that if there is an injury scare in the Indian team, maybe as a backup he has been added. But as of now, from the BCCI or as per reports, there are no updates on anybody getting injured. Moving ahead, more about the test series. The Indian team arrived at in Leeds yesterday for the Headingley test, and the Indian team looks absolutely ready. They did not have a practice session yesterday. They will be having one today, one tomorrow. Just 2 nights away now from that big test match, and day after tomorrow seems to be. I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. Tomorrow's practice session seems to be um, an optional training session. Today's practice session will be a full-fledged practice session. There's no clarity. I'm just going by past precedent what happens when India is going to start that test series. Moving forward, Ravi Shastri has now had a say on who should be batting at number 4, on what his combination should be for the test series. He's very openly said it that he would want a Sai Sudarshan to come at number 3, and a Karun Nair to come at number 5, and Rishabh Pant at number 6. Who has he given the number 4 position? You guessed it right. The one who has been doing the round and everybody is talking about him, the new Indian Test captain in Shubman Gill. Ravi Shastri feels that Shubman Gill should be batting at number 4. He likes to bat in the middle order. He wanted to always do that, but it was a Virat Kohli who was playing at that position. And now that Virat Kohli has gone, it should be Shubman Gill. If he wants, he's the captain to bat there. Sai Sudarshan should come at number 3 because of the kind of form that he shown. He did not pick Abhimanyu Ishwan. He's gone in with a Sai Sudarshan and then a Karun Nair at number 5. This is what Ravi Shastris wants. But what we are getting the indications as of now, it seems like maybe Karun Nair bats at number 3, Shubman Gill at 4, and then you have Dhruv Jurel and Rishabh Pant at 5 and 6. What reports are also suggesting since a couple of days now is that there could be a possibility that but firstly, I'm sorry, I missed one point that Ravi Shastri has also picked Shardul Thakur ahead of Nitish Kumar Reddy only on the basis that he feels that Nitish Kumar Reddy cannot give you those 10-15 overs a day. But if he can, if Nitish Kumar Reddy can bowl those 10-15 overs, then he'll be okay with him playing. But his pick is Shardul Thakur. We've put out an interview with Umesh Yadav last night as well. You can go check that out. In that also, even Umesh Yadav feels that it should be Shardul Thakur who comes in place of Nitish Kumar Reddy. So that is what even Ravi Shastri feels, but what reports are also suggesting is that maybe because the weather in Leeds seems to be a little odd, there could be a possibility that the Indian team does not go with Shardul Thakur, neither Shardul Thakur nor Nitish Kumar Reddy, and they straight in go with Ravindra Jadeja and Washington Sundar because the condition seems to be very hot over there, and Shardul Thakur can give you that assurance with the bat and also gives you a right arm off spin bowling option as well. Moving forward, Graeme Swann, the England legend, a great, has really given a bizarre statement, and social media is really not sparing him for that. He says that this Indian 5-match test series seems to be like a warm-up ahead of the big Ashes that the England team will be playing against Australia later this year. And this seems to be a very bizarre statement because we do agree that this Indian team is undergoing a transition, and the Indian team does not have the likes of Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma and Ravichandran Ashwin, but still nothing to take away from this Indian team. It is a young batting order, but India has the experience of Rishabh Pant, who's on his second tour, KL Rahul, who is on his second tour, Jasprit Bumrah, undoubtedly the best bowler in the world across formats in this generation's best, one of a kind in that sense. He's part of the Indian team, and Mohammad Siraj has also has that experience. So Indian batting order definitely a little inexperienced, but then the England team as well needs to remember that the bowling lineup is a fairly new lineup. They will not be having an Anderson or a Broad at this time around, either of them. And Graeme Swann saying that this seems to be like a warm-up ahead of the Ashes seems to be an absolutely bizarre and nonsensical statement in that sense, because even England, there is no assure. England has, I know that the baseball way and everything has really worked for them in Test cricket in particular, but the Indian team isn't that weak. They are going to win there, and they definitely do not start favourites. But you cannot be ruling out an Indian team who's going to England, and that too with a team which has players like KL Rahul, Shubman Gill, Rishabh Pant and Jasprit Bumrah, and that is why Graeme Swann is getting a lot of flack on social media. Before I say goodbye, another news that concerns the Indian T20I team. I know that there is no T20I cricket for a couple of months now ahead, no white ball cricket in that sense. We're just done with the IPL. But a little concerning factor, keeping in mind that the T20I World Cup is just 8 months away now, is that Suryakumar Yadav has also reached London, but no, not for the Test series. He's gone for a different purpose. He was suffering sports hernia. These are as per reports, no official confirmation by the BCCI. But this seems to be a short thing that he's reached London and he has to undergo a sports hernia surgery. If you remember, it's going to be the second time he undergoes a surgery, and these aren't really good signs. Although reports do suggest that 2 to 3 months is what his recovery will take. But as you all know, sports hernia at times it does take more than 3 to 4 months to recover, and that is why it could be a big problem for Suryakumar Yadav. Although he has a lot of time to make a comeback because no T20I cricket for a while, so he can easily rest, recover and come back on the cricket field. So we hope and wish him very all the best for his surgery. So it's just still a developing story. We'll be doing lots of things more on Sports Today. If you haven't subscribed, do not forget to press the subscribe button, like this video, share it with your friends and press the bell icon so that as soon as we are live or there's any interesting content coming your way, you guys come to know first.